Welcome to Start Coding. My name is Santosh. So in the last video we discussed how to install Python programming language and what is the purpose of Python programming language. So in this video what we're going to do, we're just going to do some basic examples and we're going to practice some code. So here we're going to start with the strings, then numbers, then data types and some inbuilt functions. Okay, so don't worry about this. If you haven't seen any videos of mine or if you don't know anything about programming, just go and watch my previous videos and like, share, subscribe, so I can get to know like you people getting understood. So let's get into the computer. Let's coming to the here. Before going to computer, we're going to know some basic things about what is basic knowledge about the coding, right? So I said we will going to start with string, right? So string is nothing but if you write anything within double quote. Quotes are nothing but, see, if you see here, this is this type of symbols. These symbols are double quotes. Okay, this is a single quote. Quote is nothing but this is we call this is a double quote and this is single quote. So what we do, if we write anything within double quote, see these are the double quotes, right? If you write anything within this double quotes, then it will treat it as string. If you write anything in single quote, and that will be treated as a string. So string is nothing but if you write anything within double quote or single quote, then it is treated as a string. Okay, so we can write in different ways strings. So there are different ways of possibilities how we can write in strings, right? So we can write string in this way also, like within double quote we can write string. You see, this is an example, right? So this is example, within double quote I wrote Python, so this is a string. This is a string, right? I wrote within double quote, right? So this is a string, right? We can write in this way also string. So and we can write within single quote also. If you see, we can write single quote also. So here I wrote in single quote, so this is Python, right? So we can write this is also string, right? And here we can write within double quote we can use single quote. If you see here, I told you, right, Python has Pep8. It has some set of rules and some guidelines which guides how to write code in well format, right? So what Pep8, right? So Pep8, what it does, it has some format, so we need to follow that format, right? So this is also their format, it is there in that format, right? If you write within, if you I want to write something within double quote, I want to use single quote. So what I am doing here, so I am writing in this way. So it is correct way, it is there. So if I write within double quote Python, so see I am using here single quote, see, right? So when I use here single quote, and this is a final closing double quote. So this is right way. So this is also possible way. Similarly, within single quote I can use double quote. Why? Let's see, this is a within single quote I am using double quote here. See, this within single quotes I am using double quote. So this is a correct way. But when I write within single quote, this is single quote, this is starting, this is ending, closing one, right? So when I use within single quote again single quote, then this is not correct way. It will tells, Puppet will tells, Arey Baba, this is not correct way, I don't have this type of format, like it will tells. So this is a not correct way. So I can't write, it will gives error, syntax error it will gives. Okay, syntax error it will gives, right? Because this is a within double quote, within single quote it won't takes. What it does actually, it will understand from to here it will treats as a string, but after that there is no code or there is nothing. So it will thinks this is not correct way. So it will treats this is a wrong. So this is a not, we can't write within single quote, we can't write single quote. Similarly within double quote we can't write double quote. Okay, if you want to write double quote, there is a different criteria I will tell. So this is also not correct way. So what we do here, within double quote if you write double quote it will treat as a wrong. So this is a not correct way. These two were the not there in the Pep8, right? So this is a not, right? This is a not correct. Okay, this is not correct. Okay, but I want to write within single quote. I want single quote, like within double quote I am writing single quote, right? Within single quote I am writing double quote, but I want within single quote. Single quote means there is special characters. This is a special characters which you can find above the enter button, right? So within single quote, see, this is I am writing single quote, and with here also single quote, and here also single quote. This is the format actually. If I use this one, what it tells, it will tells this is you need to escape, this is you need to create this like as a normal character, it will tell, then it is correct format. If I write like Python, right, within single quote Python's class kada, I need to use this format, like slash then single quote then class. So within single quote what I am doing, I am using single quote. So what it does is this slash tries to make you need to treat this is a normal character like that. This special character will avoids that's error, right? In the case of double quote, similarly you need to use slash. Similarly you need to use slash, then it is a correct format. So see Python's double quote, right, I need to use here slash. See, this is a slash, then class. See, this is the way of writing string. Okay, this is a different way of writing string. Okay, we'll going to get inside the computer, and I'll tell you more about the practical example of this one. Okay, what I'm going to do here, we'll going to use Jupyter Notebook. So click on start button, then enter Anaconda. So if you enter Anaconda, you will get say Anaconda prompt and Jupyter Notebook. From here directly you can click on the Jupyter Notebook, then it will opens our Jupyter Notebook with this Google Chrome. Yeah, it is opening. So this is opening, right? See, this is opened. How we will see, this is the actual window how we will getting. So it will show which files are this, it will shows all those files, and it will shows which files are running. Currently there is no files running, this is a clusters. So when just go to files, then see this is we can upload files, or here we can create new files. We can refresh this window, we can listing these names by type. So here see, this is actually which files, these are the files which are present on desktop, right? If you see, this is the desktop, if you see, this is the desktop, all these files which are present here though. So I'm going to on desktop, then I just want to create one folder here. See, I'm going to desktop. see I'm creating new folder here, Python. See, this is my folder, so where I am going to store my all files here which I am going to make. So you also need to create like this folder. So if you open this folder, there is nothing, no files inside, right? So then close this one, then go to here. If you see here, when I created our folder in desktop, see, I can see that folder here. So this is open this folder, go inside that folder, then here click on new, then create Python 3, right? Then click on Python 3, it will create a new file for you. It will be completely empty. So actually how we will going to get like this, this is the actual window when we open our Python or Jupyter Notebook file. See, this is the files, right? So I hope you people already know what is this, all this, like it has every program this similar things like a file, edit, view, insert, cell. These are the things which has other programs also. You people need to know about this one, but this is not that much mandatory. This is regarding file, and this is a editing file, this is a view. So this is the actual window how we are getting, right? See, this is the saving for this which you create, which you write code here something. If you want to save, then you just need to click here save, then this this file will be going to save. Here you can create number of cells. If you want number of cells like line by line, you can create number of, you can cut the cells, you can create cells and you can cut the cells. This is the, you can copy, after copying you want to paste, then you can paste. See, here we getting the same cell. So here we is copying, pasting. This is up and down arrows. This is you can run the cell. See, I got 1 plus 2. then if I click run, then see here my cell is running, then I am going to get output here is 1, right? This is a stop. You can stop the cell, you can stop this running kernel, and you can restart this kernel, and you can just restart and again clear the whole notebook. You can restart whole notebook. This is the code. This is the different format which I will tell while we use. Okay, this is the code. When you write code, when you write code, it should be supposed in code format. When it goes, it will treat as a notebook. When you write some texting, it is a notebook, it will treat. When you go to raw and basic convert, it is also same notebook. When you go to heading, then it will treat as a heading. See, when you run that one, see, this is a treat heading, right? So let it suppose to be code in the format. Okay, see, okay, so this is a code format. So I hope you people understood how this will looks like exact window. And I also tell you some examples about how to use keyboard in this. You just need to if you want to run cell, like I just entering 1 plus 2 in keyboard, then I want to run this code with keyboard, then what you need to do, you just need to shift plus enter. See, your cell is going to run, right? Then if you want to go up and down, you can use arrow buttons in the keyboard, right? And if you want to delete the cell, what you can do, you just need to click double times D, and it will be deleted. See, if I click double C, then it will be deleted, right? So this is the all. If you want to insert a cell, you can click A. Then you just need to click double times A, then it will create the A. It will create above, like, see, I just have something here, I have something. Okay, right? So come out from that box and just click A, then you're going to get the new cell. If you want to create cell below this one, then click B, and you'll get B, right? This is all about the new Jupyter notebook. Okay, I just want to one string. I can write within double quote anything, right? See, this is the main benefit. When I enter one time double quote, then it will giving directly ending double quote also. So this is the main, but we won't get this type of results in ideally, right? In Python ideally, we just need to type each and every character or each and every text in that. But here it will have it has some intelligence which will provides like automatic completion of text or automatic completion of code, like that. When I enter a double quote here, see, I'm getting closing and starting and closing quote also. I want to write some string. See, within double quote I am writing some string Python. So this is the Python, it is a string, right? See, this is, I got output here. When I run that cell, shift plus enter, when I run the cell, then I am getting output Python. See, I am getting in single quote. Just don't worry about the output, just concentrate on string right now. See, I wrote Python and I got output. I wrote here in double quote, right? See, these are the double quotes which I wrote here. These are the double quotes. See, when I write single quote, welcome. See, when I write in single quote, then also I am getting my string, right? So this is a string. So I am writing in different ways. See, I want to write another way. Within double quote, I want to use single quote, like pythons CLASS. See, what I did here, I wrote starting and ending will be double quote. Inside double quote I am using single quote, so I didn't get any error. See, this is a normal, it is looking, right? See, when I run, then I am getting output, right? So there is no problem here. I told in explanation, right? See, when I write within single quote double quote, like a Python's class. See, when I write within single quote, when I am trying to use double quote, then also I am not going to get error. But when I am going to get error, see, I am copying this cell, C, then V. See, what I am doing here, previously I used double quote right over there. I just want single quote. Inside the single quote I am using this single quote, but when I run this cell, see, I am getting syntax error. It is telling invalid syntax. What is telling? Python has prepared, right? What it tells, You just need to follow some guidelines, some rules and regulations. Like I have some set of rules, you're supposed to not violating those rules when you write the code. So PyPage is nothing but it is a Python package which makes Python code supposed to be in well format and in the correct way, which suppose other people can understand in easy way, right? So here what I am doing, when I avoiding some syntaxing or when I doing some mistake, it is telling syntax error, right? So this is the not correct way. But when I write within double, see, I want to write within double quote, see, control C, there is another way, right? So this is the another way which I am writing. So within double quote, when I use double quote, hit this, see, here is color is changed, it is giving syntax error, right? So this is also not correct in correct way. This is the not format which we are following. This is a not correct way, it is telling PyPage. So what we do, we can there is no way to write in this way format, and there is no way write to in this way. This is a wrong format, you can't write in this way, right? If we want in this way output, there is special characters like slash is, this is a special character which avoids this type of situations. If I use slash here, see, suddenly color is changed. So what it does, suddenly color is changed, so there is no problem, we can use slash. So what it does, it will tells you can escape this character, you can escape the this character, it will remove the special feeling of that character. See, when I use this one, see what I am doing here, within single quote I am using single quote, there is no problem, I am just using this special character. By using the special character I am getting output, right? So this is the main use here. Then another way also we going within double quote, we also try, right? We also got within double quote, when we use double quote, see, when I am trying to use within double quote a double quote from double quote, then I am getting syntax error, this is not correct, then code is not executing, here I am getting error, right? So within double quote, then I also use here special character, this is when I use, then color changes. Then so how can we identify this is a string? I wrote within double quote, right? Then how you are saying this is a string, like that you people may be getting doubt, right? See, generally we have different types of data types, everything in every programming we have different data types. So every data type has different purpose and they will do different performance based on their data type, right? So we have type function. Type, it is an inbuilt function, when it gives a green color means it is an inbuilt function. Type is an inbuilt function, I told you, right? When I explaining about Python programming language, Python has some inbuilt functions, some inbuilt code which would helps to write or analyze or do any calculations. There is a code for inbuilt, so Python has that much benefits for us, like, so this is a type, it is a inbuilt function. What I am doing, I am taking that inbuilt function and I am trying to check, this is my string, right? This is my anything, this is my data, right? I want to check what type of data this one. So what I am doing, I am taking this function, inside that function I am passing my data and I am checking what type of data that is. See, I am getting here string, right? This is a string type data. If I write anything within string, then I am getting string type data, right? See, if I write 1 here, then what I am going to get, see, here is integer, it is telling this is an integer, this is a type of integer data, this is 1.0. see, when I type and when I execute this cell, see, I am getting float here, so this is a float type data. Then when I type plus 3j this thing, then it is telling that is a complex type data. So we have different types of data types, I will tell about that later, but it is a just example, you people just need to know, right? How much code is there, like how much function or data structures or objects, or it is a one type of function. Import is a tool which we can import our data structures or code or whatever functions or classes, whatever it there inside this Python programming language, we can import and we can know how these many there, like that. Import in builtins bui import built-ins. Say when I no module import built-ins, I just made builtins. I just made before the spelling mistake, but see when I execute this one, I didn't get any error, right? I just imported built-ins. Built-ins are nothing but which are code which built-in or which is already wrote code which is there inside my Python programming language. What I'm trying, I'm accessing that code. I'm taking that code. I just want to read that code, means I'm importing. This is the first step. I'm taking from there. After taking, I just want to dir. This is a directory. Generally, when we use command prompt directory, we know, right? These are the folders. Directories are nothing but different types of directory represents a folder. So this is a dir is a directory right now. So I want to read what is there inside this built-ins. Right? dir is it represents a directory. Right? Directory is nothing but it is a folder. So I just imported built-ins right from Python programming language. I want to write, I want to see what is there inside that. Then what I do, dir builtins built-ins. When I execute the cell, see I am getting these many topics. See, arithmetic error, assertion, attribution, all these are the all built-in code. This is the all built-in functions code, and all this I see this is going in vertical, right? It is going the line by line, right? What I am trying to show is in the same way, like enter p print of. So when I execute this one, p print of, what it makes, it will gives in horizontal ways. Okay, we can see all code. So what I am getting when I run dir built-ins, inside that built-ins I have this much of code already built in. Okay, this is already built and inserted in this Python programming when they released. So we can directly use, we need not require to write again all this code, all these functions. There is background below all this. Okay, so what we going to discuss, I'm going to tell you some methods and some inbuilt-ins. Okay, so these are the all built-ins. I just told you, see the dir also built in, display, demode, evaluate, float. This is the data type. Python already has data type, right? I told you Python is Python is interpreted language, means it doesn't require, and it is dynamically typed. I told you dynamically means if I type 1, then it will understand automatically what type of data it is. Okay, then it will gives output. But in case of Java or other, we need to type int of 1, then it will understand this is 1, like that will understand. But here in Python it will gives error, because Python is dynamically typed language. It will understand, you just need to write your code. It will decides itself what type of data it is, what type of variable it is, what type of the data it is. It will understand itself. So this is the main benefit of Python program language. Okay, this is the float and format, frozen set. These are the all built-ins. So okay, you can get help anything, like generally every program has help function, right? So you can use help. If you type help for interactive help, or help object for help about the object. So if you want to know help on any object, you just need to type help, and you just need to pass the object name here. Okay, otherwise you just need to type help, then you just need to give here, because help is a function here. Okay, so when I type help and when I run the cell, it is still running. See, it is still running, asking. Okay, it is telling, welcome to Python 3.8 help utility. This is your first time to using Python. You should definitely check out the tutorials on the internet. It is telling like that. You can click and open and you can check. Otherwise, enter the name of the module, keyword or topic, or get help on writing Python program using Python modules. What is telling, you just need to type module or keywords or topics. If you type, then you will going to get the help about them. So I just want to know about modules. Means what I do, see, this is module, right? I just want to know how many modules there. Then I'm taking this one, that one, and I'm pasting, see, modules, right? When I enter, then please wait, these are the loading modules. It is still running, see, here and here, right? It is still running. There are thousands of modules there inside, so it will take so much time. Let I want to stop. I told you, right, this is a stopping the kernel. I am interrupting this one. When I interrupt this one, this cell, it is going to stop. See, it will tell you keyboard interruption, like that. It is still running. See, I stopped this one. So see what it is getting, keyboard interrupt. So I just interrupted, right? So when I write again, I just want to run. Then when I go to topics, see, type here topics, topics. When I type topics, these are the topics there. If you want to know anything about the topic, just need to write that one, then you will get help on that. So when I type list, then I am getting help on list. See, I just type list, right? I pass list, the mutable sequences type. So I'm getting help about the list, what is list and what is this, all this, and what type of list to copy paste, and what are the method there on that, all that. I want to come out from health. It is still running help button. I just want to come out from there. You just need to click Q, then enter. See, now it is stopped here. See here, right? This is the help button. So I am going to discuss here like about, we have inbuilt functions, right? I want to discuss about print inbuilt function, then id, then len, then id, len, then type, type. I just told you, right? Type, and then delete. So I just want to, this is a commenting, okay? If you use hash button, like if you use hash here, this is, it will show the comment. This is text, like this is the purpose. You can write, you can understand what I am writing. You want this one inside your code, but you don't want to run this line, means you can comment by using this symbol, okay? Hash button. So this is comment. When I run this one, see, I'm not got, I didn't get any output. I didn't get any error also. So this is a commenting. Every program has commenting, different symbols. So here you use hash, right? So I told you, right? So previously what we did like this, and we got output like this. But I want, if I apply print function here, see, if I apply print function here, then what I am going to get, tell me. See, I applied print function to my string, then what it does, oh nice, we getting nice output right now, right? We getting beautiful output right now. We are not getting any commas, any quotes, but previously we used to get commas, right? Like we used to get quotes, right? Here not getting. So Python is a inbuilt, the print is a inbuilt function. What it does, it will give output supposed in well format, and it will give like, it will be like, it's supposed to be presentable, right? So I'm getting like this. For this also I want to write print. It just prints the value. See, when I use this one, see, here I am getting output in this way. Previously when I getting this also, in here also code, and here also code, and it is looking ugly. But when I use print function, see, it is beautiful. What I expected exact output I am getting here, right? So this is the main reason print function. This, see, I also tell you about the print function. See, I want to pass here print. I want to take help on print. When I type print, it will print values, whatever it may be. It will pass string, then it is printing string. Like see this cell, right? I'm copying this cell, and see, I just want to paste here. See, when I apply print function to my string, it is printing beautifully, right? So I'm just, you can pass value. My value is string, so I'm passing value string, so I'm getting output. When I pass nothing, I won't get nothing. I will get none. See, print. Okay, I just want to comment this one. See, I commented this one. See, when I have nothing, then I'm not getting anything, just empty I'm getting, right? But there is space, so there is output, there is a none output. And I can use separate function also, end function, and file and flush. See, when I use separate means, see, I have like I have strings like welcome comma to welcome to comma Python. See, this is actually mine, right? See what I have here, welcome comma 2 comma, I am writing 3 strings here, 1 string, 2 string, 3 strings, right? See, I am getting welcome to Python, I am getting, right? Wait, actually there is a space, right? Okay, there is a space. Actually we are using comma here. If anything is there, that is default is there. Here default, what is taking, it is space. It is separating by spaces, right? When I use here like, see, comma separate equal to, if I give nothing, then also like that is already space is there, right? So it is separating by using space. See, it is getting, there is no difference, so I am separating by the using separate button. Okay, separate attribute. When I use separate with this one, generally which I am separating with comma right here. When I use this one, what it does, check here. See, it is separating, this is removed actually, in place of this is separated. Okay, previously what it does, in place comma place, it is passing space. Okay, it is a default one which is there, it is space is there, right? So that is a default one. When you apply or not apply, see, I am removing this one, check. Then also I am getting spaces here, right? So actually I previously what I did, I have this one, right? These are replaced with the space. So this is a defaultly already there here. If you don't see means it is there, but we are not able to see, right? Like, then see, so when I place this space here, then also I am not getting any. So it is there, actually it is there. If you apply or not apply, it is there. Then when I apply here like this thing, then it will separate, it will replaces here comma, where is there separation like comma, it will going to replace this button, this symbol. Okay, see, this is separate. Okay, so this is a separate one. If you use thin double quote, so like this will be separator. So this is a separator, this is a use of separator. End. Let's get into the end. See, I have like see, I have here 3 print values, right? 1 print, 2 print, 3 is a 9, right? So I am, these 3 words is separated by the space. See, here is separated by the space. See, this is a space separated by space, and these are not coming in, these 2 are coming down. When if you check here, this line is still there here, you can write till here, but you are getting down one by one. Why? Because here there is a end is there, like a separator how it is there by default, it is also has end is there. End is /n means new line. Slash n means new line. What it is does, it will creates in another row, it will go to the next line. It is defaultly n is there, right? See, I want here comma, then end is equal to new there, right? There is no difference. If you check, there is no difference. So end is there, defaultly end is there. I want to do, if I remove that one, here if you check what is they telling, here also default end is there, here also default end is there, it is going next line from. But here what is there, and I removed this one. After removing this, what next output where I am getting, after this one exactly here I am getting next output. See, right? If I use space here little bit, you will going to get proper. See, here I got space, right? I use space rand. So what end is a new line, default one is new line is there. When I use when I remove that one, I am going this output in the next way, right? Similarly here also when I use this one, see, all these are coming in the same, in the one line. See, this is welcome to Python, then welcome to Python, then welcome to Python. See, here is going next line, here is going next line. If I write here also same, then it will be the cursor will keeps in the same line. Next, if you print anything, that will keeps in same line. So this is the end use. Okay, I'll tell the file one. So I hope you people understand what is print, how we will use. Next, id, like see, I have one, right? I have one. I want to know where it is existed exactly. I just have one. Like if thing, there are 1,000 employees in a company. Every employee has ID card, right? So they have ID card, and they have one number. Based on that number, their salary, all those things will be referenced. So ID, when I take ID and when I pass one, it will tells it is the number where one is existed, like that it will test. This is the idea of that, right? I will show you help also on this, like how I showed the print function. So help of id, it is a built-in function. We just need to pass the object, or we just need to pass the value. Okay, when we pass the value or object, and we'll going to get that where it is existed exactly, like id of Python. See, Python, I told you, right? Everything treats object. I will tell about the object later, but think object is nothing but it is a like one physical entity which will existed in some place in the program of this IDLE, like Python. So id, this is just thing, this is a object. This object is present at this location, like that it is telling. Id is nothing but it will gives the location where it is existed exactly. Okay, so help on built-in function, it is a module built-in. So return the identity of an object. This is a guaranteed to the unique queue among simultaneously existing object. So what is unique queue means, if I write another Python or another different name, okay, then every name will has different, like every object will occupy some space, right? Similar way, it is has some space, it is occupied some space here. The place that place or the space or the place address is this one, like that. Like an id of like welcome. If I check welcome, it is also giving different, right? See, I just need to apply print function sometime. See, I am getting two different IDs because there are the two different objects, like two different values, two different name, two different strings. So I am getting different. Those are existed in different places. So like 2 is 19. So this is the main ID. Next, what is type? Type, I told you, right? Type is it is a one type of function. It is also inbuilt function. It will tells what is the type of data this is. Like when I copy this cell, and we paste and like t by print t by p type remove id. See, class string, if I pass here like 125, I'll get integer. Pass 0.254, I'll get float plus 30j complex. So if you see, this is a string I wrote within double quote, that's why it is telling this is a string. This is a class type is string. If see, this is a number, right? So it is telling it is integer. When I say this is a point, after point there is some value, right? 2 5 4, it is treats as it is a floating point, like it is a float value, it is in the float, like float in form, right? So it will treat as a float value. Okay, so when you go to the here, it is a complex, it is a j, right? It needs some, so it need to solve by something, right? So it is j in the form of complex value. So this is a complex, right? This is the main idea. And now you people had example and all those things, right? So when you can save here. By saving here, after saving you can close this file. Just go here, and this is a file is still running, right? Hey laddu melaga. So when you click here, and you can do here shutdown. After shutdown, so your file is going to shut down, and you can just close all these windows. Okay, just close. And this is the tutorial, right, which I cleared. This is the document which you can know if you type all this, like which are topics here, there, what is the inheritance, polymorphism, all those things. Okay, just close this one. Like we already closed, right? Say here we completely closed our program, right? So then open. After you opening program, you will see ipython nb checkpoints. Just leave, this is a cache folder. Okay, this is our file actually, python. I hope you people understood. Thank you so much.